A very good morning. Dr. A. Saktival, President FIEO, Shri Khalid Khan, Vice President FIEO, Shri Ajay Sahai, DG and CEO, Shri Paresh Mehta, Regional Chairman, Western Region FIEO, and the former Chairman of the Western Region, Shri Nand Kishore Kagliwalji, our exporter friends who are here today, nominees, awardees, media, ladies and gentlemen. It's a matter of great joy for me to join you all and be present here for this very momentous occasion as we organize the 6th and 7th edition of the Western Region Export Excellence Awards. I am glad that the Western region has been contributing majorly to India's export performance. And as I learn, this Western region comprising of the states of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Goa, Chhattisgarh, and Madhya Pradesh has almost contributed 50% to India's merchandise or overall exports, majorly. So looking at this contribution, I believe we have every reason to celebrate this achievement. We're proud of your performance, and I do hope that with this kind of determined efforts that FIEO is making, we will see more of the top performers evolving in times to come. I expect this rich legacy of your contribution to national growth would continue. Today is a day when I would like to extend my heartfelt greetings to all our nominees. It is not easy to come in the notice of the jury, so even the nominees, and of course, the award winners who have made us all proud. I hope you continue to serve as role models, you continue to inspire the rest of the exporter community in the Western region. And next year when we have the 8th edition of this Western Region Export Excellence Awards, I see more and more players competing for the awards, and we see new ones also. As I learned, today's awards are being given away to 60 plus exporters who are both large-scale enterprises and MSMEs. And MSMEs also make a huge contribution to India's export. So it is praiseworthy that the efforts of MSMEs along with the large-scale enterprises are being recognized by way of this very, very important ceremony which is organized here by FIEO. Government of India is trying to extend all possible assistance and support to our exporters, and I'm sure you will make the best use of the opportunities, the schemes, the initiatives, the policy framework that the Ministry of Commerce is providing to all of you. I would like to compliment FIEO's efforts in holding this event. They hold it region-wise, and it is very important to continue to motivate and encourage our exporters who have been doing well, making us proud and contributing to nation's development at the same time. My dear friends, the effort that we make today goes a long way in contributing to the vision that Honorable Prime Minister of India has for the nation. You're aware we are in the Amrit Kal. We've completed 75 years of India's independence. And the next 25 years is very important, very crucial, because in these 25 years, India has to make a very significant transition. And that is from being a developing country to a developed country. 2022, 15th August, when Honorable Prime Minister addressed the nation from the ramparts of Red Fort, he spoke about Panch Pran, the 5 vows or the 5 pledges of the country, and one such most important pledge was to work towards, contribute towards transitioning India from a developing to a developed countries. So everybody, he appealed to the whole nation, to 140 crore citizens, to contribute to this big vision, because he said that a nation which has completed 75 years of its independence, a nation which is called the mother of democracy, has no reason to remain developing after completing 100 years of its independence. It's a long way that we have come since the British left our nation. So next 25 years is the time period for us to dream and make sure that the dream is realized, the dream comes true. So each one of us has to contribute in our own specific ways, and so is how even the exporter community has to contribute towards creating a developed India. And exports, you understand, are the fundamental drivers of nation's growth in terms of employment generation, in terms of the foreign exchange that you bring, in terms of the brand image of the country that you create. Your contribution is huge. So let us pledge today to fulfill the vow, to fulfill the pledge that Prime Minister of India, Honorable Narendra Modi ji, has given to us. This is a responsibility each one of us has to carry. And I assure you from here today that Ministry of Commerce and Industry is with you at every step to facilitate you, to support you, and extend you all forms of assistance. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Prime Minister has been putting a lot of stress on orienting and reorienting our exim policies so that our exporters get a better environment to work. And I'm very proudly saying here that India's export performance has been incredible. In the COVID times, like Mr. Saktivel also said, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And we performed so well on the exports front. Merchandise exports, $422 billion in the year 2021-22, and services, 254. So collectively, $676 billion, which was quite remarkable, and the target we achieved well in advance. So Prime Minister has given us a target, of $400 billion for merchandise, but we went way beyond that, which means that India has the potential, India has the resilience, and we can do much more even when it gets tougher. And this year also, April to February 2022-23, our exports have reached a value of $702.88 billion, which is a growth of 16% over the same period last year. India is being looked at as a manufacturing powerhouse. You have every reason to make use of this opportunity to scale up your production and diversify your export basket and also your export destination. Honorable Prime Minister always talks about diversifying our export basket and also diversifying our export destinations. When we launched the national effort in August 2021, this was his primary message. He said that everybody has to come on board, including the Indian missions abroad. So it's the exporter community, it's all the stakeholders, the ministry, its missions, it's everybody's collective effort by which we will be able to realize this big dream. And we are providing, like I said before, all possible support, all the desired support by which we will be able to achieve this bigger target. So all I'm trying to say is that you have that right kind of environment in which you just need to gear up more and more and more and be able to contribute to this bigger vision of making the country a developed country. Today, we're being lauded as the 5th largest economy. We've surpassed UK, and in the next 4-5 years, we expect to be the 3rd largest. And this is not a mean achievement. We're going to be 3rd largest in the next few years in the world. So this is the pace at which we are moving. So government is also making sure that as we advance, we create more opportunities. You've seen how our bilateral engagement has been increasing in terms of the FTAs. the latest fastest ever concluded FTA with the UAE, SEPA, with Australia, the ECTA. These are all avenues for you to explore global markets more and more. And we are also negotiating with other countries, UK, EU, Canada, GCC, Israel, all these countries are in the pipeline. You have to make use of these opportunities and reach more and more of the global markets which Government of India is trying to open up to our exporters by way of conclusion of these very important bilateral negotiations. Prime Minister of India also says that every district of India has immense potential. And every district of India has a potential which is comparable to one of the countries in the world. So why not focus on that potential, that untapped potential in terms of exports which is lying in every district of India. He's given us a slogan, vocal for local and local goes global. So start paying attention to what is there in the districts, do some value addition, understand the evolving global markets, diversify your export basket, and reach greater number of destinations. For this, we are working upon an initiative which is called District as Export Hub. We have set up an institutional mechanism also so that in every district we have a district export promotion body. We identify more and more products with an export potential, and we also help in providing that infrastructure support which is needed for promoting exports from a particular district. So these are broadly the efforts which Government of India is making. Today on this occasion, I would just like to add that when we talk of exports, creativity and innovation becomes very important. And as exporters, you are aware of the significance of being more innovative in our products. So I would urge you to continue to invest more in research because the global markets are evolving and we have to understand and we have to adapt with the changing needs of the time and our global customers. I hope you continue to do the good work. My good wishes, my compliments to the top performers once again, and I hope that you will continue to contribute towards the bigger target that we have for the year 2030, which is $1 trillion of merchandise exports and $1 trillion of services exports. I know this region contributes majorly to the merchandise exports, so you should keep that target in mind and the bigger dream that Honorable Prime Minister of India has for making the country a developed India in the next 25 years. With this, I thank you all for inviting. I thank FIEO for inviting me here, and I once again congratulate you and convey my heartfelt greetings. Continue to do the good work. Thank you very much.